Master Mage, Season 1, Episode 32. As soon as Fang returned to the ground, he rushed to check the situation. At this time, Sam also ran out of breath and ran to his brother's side. Demon fish turned into a big blackfish like this, surprising the two of them. Outside that wall is the pond river. The blackfish, receiving a kick from Fang, accidentally returned to its old place. Like the dragon returning to the sea and the tiger returning to the forest, it is even harder to deal with. Pond River has many people living by fishing on the river. There are always many boats moving on the river. So when that blackfish fell into the water, it aimed for a boat right in front of it. Then it rammed forward with its head and soon sent the boat flying into the air. Immediately after that, it immediately floated to the surface, headed for another boat, and pressed forward. That blackfish was more than 1,000 pounds, mighty. It had just come up and down when the boat was beaten to pieces. Fang stood on the shore, observing the situation clearly, and was extremely worried in his heart. Unable to waste any more time, he quickly took down the cloth bag on his body and gave it to Sam. At this moment, Fang wants to jump into the water to save people. Fang just faced the riverbank, took off his shirt, and shouted continuously. He wants to let Demon Fish hear to draw attention to him. "Hey, I'm here. If you have the courage, fight with me. No need to harm innocent people. Whoever does it, that person will bear it. Don't harm good people. It's time you and I should settle this matter together." Demon Fish heard Fang scream, then emerged from the lake's bottom. Its face was now filled with murderous intent, its angry eyes directed at him. Because this is also part of Fang's fault, he doesn't want to fight Demon Fish. The first is because Fang himself borrowed the pearl without returning it and absorbed its 1,000-year-old treasure. Second, Demon Fish has also considered a gentle species, helping him capture the aquatic monster. That's why Fang didn't want to hurt it. He then decided to explain the source of the story to Demon Fish. Fang talked about his battle with Lei, reluctantly absorbing the gem to protect his life. But at this moment, Demon Fish is affected by the black pearl in the ancient tomb. Fang's words are even more false. Fang noticed that Demon Fish did not listen to his explanation. Even angrier than at first, suddenly Fang couldn't take it anymore. He shouted loudly, "In the end, how do you want to deal with this?" Fang did not expect that Demon Fish wanted to live in this river and eat enough for 100 people in exchange for 100 years of cultivation. About this, not only Fang but anyone who has heard it can hardly accept it. Eating one person is already a big deal. If it eats 100 people, this village will have no one left because of fear. As soon as Demon Fish finished saying that he didn't give Fang time to say anything more, it immediately turned its tail and swam back to the river. Then it directly hit a small fishing boat. Fang is also in a hurry. He can only fight if he can't make peace. So Fang quickly followed Demon Fish and dived deep into the water. At this time, on the river lived a fisherman named Zhao Ping. He looked around and saw that the strange fish had overturned the fishing boats. Terrified, he quickly rowed a boat to the shore and fled. While hurrying to row the boat, Zhao Ping turned his head and saw that the big fish had surfaced and was about to bite him. Initially, every day before going fishing, he would burn incense to pray for peace, but he was feeling regret in his heart. Early this morning, he burned incense to pray for countless stories, hoping to bless his net with lots of fish. But forget the most important thing is to pray for peace. At this time, the big fish was almost right in front of him. Zhao Ping was so scared that his hands and feet were frantic, and he couldn't row the boat. Zhao Ping thought to himself that he would be bait for this fish. But suddenly, that fish rose up in the air and then fell to the bottom of the water, as if something was blocking it. Having narrowly escaped death, Zhao Ping sweated a lot. He couldn't believe his eyes anymore, standing like a statue looking at the water in bewilderment. The person who restrained and dragged it back into the water was none other than Fang. Demon Fish got angry and wagged his tail. Fang couldn't stand it and was thrown out, spinning his body a few times before he stabilized his body. Demon Fish became even angrier when he thought about Fang absorbing his treasure and diving in the water like he was on the ground. Demon Fish did not hesitate to rush straight to Fang and bite him. Fang quickly leaned over to the side, then jumped onto Demon Fish's upper body. But immediately, Demon Fish swam in the water. Fang saw that it wouldn't be good if he continued like this. He said, "Continuing to fight will only hurt both of us. Wouldn't it be better to sit down and talk?" Fang constantly tries to calm Demon Fish with advice. He hopes to be able to solve it by peaceful means. But it seems that Demon Fish no longer wants to hear what Fang has to say. It just wants to force Fang to die. Only then can he satisfy the hatred in his heart. While Fang was still talking, Demon Fish saw a large stone and rushed over to it. This owl is like a broken mountain. Fang knows what Demon Fish's intentions are. He quickly dodged to the side but was also injured in several places by the debris. At this point, Fang no longer wanted to be polite to him. In the water, one person and one fish put all their strength into each other. Fang used all his strength. One punch hit Demon Fish's jaw. This one kick of Fang is powerful, a blow that sends Demon Fish up above the water. Demon Fish has not yet fallen back into the water. Fang has swum quickly and flew up into the air, with a precise kick on Demon Fish's stomach. At that time, Demon Fish was like a kite with a broken string that flew directly to the riverbank, crashing into bricks and stones and breaking everywhere. Demon Fish was lying on the shore, making people afraid to stand still. All of them had never seen such a large fish. After they observed the situation, seeing Demon Fish lying motionless on the ground, they eagerly and curiously approached to see. As soon as Fang landed on the ground, he immediately saw himself as extraordinary. Even he did not expect breaking the silkworm cocoon to be so powerful after being seriously injured. He was like a pupa turning into a butterfly. Fang approached Demon Fish and asked, "Do you still want to fight?" At this time, Fang was very surprised. It turned out that Demon Fish was shedding tears, looking very pitiful.